Alright, I got myself a 92 300E W124 Mercedes. Kind of excited. I wanted one of these. Kind of wanted one of these when I had my E34, but now I got one. I don't have the other. Means I gotta go buy another, right? So I'm doing a head gasket on it and some valves. I just wanted to do some quick tips and tricks and stuff. At least give some tips on how to remove it while it's still in the car, because it's doable. It's simple. It's a single overhead cam. You can't really fuck it up. You can, but you can't. You know, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to remove obviously all the intake valves, all 13 mils. This one's going to be a problem child right here, the bottom one, right by the idle air control valve, and then along with its friend over here, that one's going to be another pain. This one's at least a little bit easier. You can move the shifter linkage out of the way. You can remove all of this and get to them. I just didn't want to. I wanted to be lazy. I wanted to just wham bam, get it in and get it out, and make some quick tips and tricks and videos and stuff on it. I guess I don't know about videos, but whatever. So you're going to get all those bolts out, and then there's a 5mm bolt back here. I don't know if you can see it. Lighting's terrible in here. And yeah, that's basically all for that. You're going to obviously remove the rocker covers or the cam, pull those off in sequence or in order. I like to do the same, start at the end, work my way back. And the cylinder head is exactly the same method. You would start here, work there, and go all the way down. This way you get a flat, even surface. You don't actually warp it. I'm not actually 100% sure if they are a aluminum block or aluminum head, or if they're just an iron and iron, or an iron and aluminum. I'm thinking it's more iron and aluminum head than anything. But then you got your 12mm bolts on the exhaust, and then I recommend using a 5mm ball socket, a ball Allen for this guy, this air pump tube. And then you gotta remove the dipstick for the trans. This will come off of the intake, so you don't have to worry about it. And then this is a 27 for the crank pulley. You gotta remove your oil pan bolts, and then you have all of these bolts right here. They're all 13s, except for a couple of them which are Allens. Remove those, remove the alternator bracket, smog pump bracket. This way you can pull the front cover off. It basically holds on to these two guys right here. So remove all those. Now you can start removing, if you haven't removed the cam off, are you ready or not? But, oh, I lied. There's another step I skipped. I always skip this. But you have a tensioner right here. Break it loose. I don't know what that is that they used. Previous owner put a chain in it, thought they could get it running again. It's interference motor. You're not going to get it running again until you fix it. But they used some kind of silicone. It's everywhere. What else? But the head bolts are a 12mm triple square, and you start 1, 2, work your way in quarter turn at a time for the first 2 quarter turns, and then they should be able to back all the way out. And reverse is the exact opposite. It is, I believe, 20 foot-pounds and then 40 foot-pounds, and then wait 5 minutes, do a 90-degree turn on all of them in sequence, so 1, 2, 3, 4 crisscross pattern, and then another 90 turns. But don't quote me on the second 90. I haven't done that on any other ones. It's usually three torque sequences, so 20, 40, and then 90 foot-pounds. I don't know where I was told. It was one of the forums that said to do another third 90 degree, and I think that's overkill, because That one's only got 3 sequences. My E46 only has 3 sequences, and the 46 has studs. So ARP, Racewear, they don't even tell you to do more 4 torque sequences. So with that being said, but yeah, you're going to want to use a hoist to pull this out, because if you're doing this alone, it's awkward. This is a very long engine bay. It's a very tall hood. And it's easier, just grab a hoist, lift it up, pull it out, go on to the next one. Bring it over here. The head gasket looks like it was actually done before. I don't know if it's a fault or what, but I see a lot of head gaskets on these cars being blown out, and I also read a lot of temp sensors. So about to enjoy and excite myself on how this works. But walk back here. Here's the cam. I don't see a lot of scoring. I see a couple in some areas, but I'm just gonna have it cleaned up. And then here's the valves. That one clearly met. That one hit. We got one that hit really good on that one. And then this one did the tangle on both. I'm hoping the seats aren't destroyed. I won't know until I get in there. Otherwise, this is going to get expensive a lot faster than I want it to be. But trying to hunt down. I'll see if I can salvage some of these. A couple of them look like they weren't sitting right. Like I said, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. That one was sealed. One of the intake ones, I think it was one of them. I can't remember. Other than this guy, that one obviously had a little seepage. I don't know if it was just carbon buildup. I'm gonna get in there and clean it up. I was thinking of porting it. Yeah, it is an aluminum head, iron block. Okay. I was thinking of porting it, but I'm not going to care. I'm not going to worry. We'll deal with it later. So yeah, that's, there's where that 1.5 awkward in the back bolt goes. You obviously got to remove the sensors. I love the silicone. I just found this beautifulness that they silicone the paper gasket on, which probably means why it was easy to get off, but now I got a lot of cleaning to do. So, but that's it. That's the car. As soon as I can figure out how I can get a manual transmission in there without trying to track down a car over in England or the UK or the Europe side of the world, I want to make this a manual. The interior is very clean and deserves a third pedal. Oh, you can't see anything in there. It's too dark in here. I guess I need more garage lighting, but like I said, it's only got 135, 404. She's clean. I'm hoping that I can get her working. And hopefully this helps somebody with tooling, knowing what they're getting themselves into. I actually have a lot more than everybody that has one running with a blown head. I have to figure out how to reroute the belts because previous owner had it taken apart before I got to it. And the only thing that was still intact was the valve cover. Fun. I might clean it up. I might paint it red. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's all grimy and gritty. And there's a tensioner. So yeah, I think that's everything to what I know. Like I said, replace your head studs, head gasket. Cool. I hear these, like I said, I got to figure out what they mean by these have cooling issues or cooling temp sensors issues. I'm just excited to own one. I've wanted one. I wanted one when I had my E34, like I said. Now, I got my E30, but my 46. For those that are old and are still with me on this 9-minute long journey, the X5 build is no more. I kind of sold it last night and bought another car. not this one. So the all-wheel drive, as I said, there's a couple issues that I come across with the X5 on the downpipe. Really not much. It was mostly the intake side of the turbo. I kind of sold my other turbo, so I don't have anything to look pretty. Because like I said, the turbo sat here, and then the bracket was right here, so the filter was really small. Charge pipe would have to route all up and around and down and around, and just, it's doable. It is doable if you are capable of welding aluminum, capable of welding, period. I am not. And we can go from there. So you can make an all-wheel drive one. I think 10 to 11 psi is like the limit of them. They just snap axles after that, or the transfer case lets go. I am not 100% sure, so I can't. Don't hold it to me. I don't know everything. I know what works. It works. I will be posting videos of the Turbo 330 as soon as I can. It's really difficult juggling through